Hey YouTube, I wanted to come on here and on my lunch break right now, so I wanted to just come on here and just share something that I'm going through right now. Title, as you can see, the title of this video is I'm working 3 jobs and I have a master's degree. And this is real, y'all. It's hard out here. And just to kind of, give you guys a backstory on what I'm going through, and maybe it can, help somebody else, or, maybe my story might hit home and um, touch somebody else out here who might be listening to this video. It's hard. It's hard. Yes, I do hold a master's degree in finance, and I also hold a bachelor's degree in accounting. So my bachelor's degree is in accounting, and once again, my master's degree is in finance with a specialization in financial planning. And I also have a side business on the side that I'm trying to run and get it up and started. And, who knows one day, what it'll turn into. But I have my full-time 9 to 5 job that I come to every day, Monday through Friday. And then I do, to make ends meet, I do DoorDash, Uber Eats on the weekends. So I usually get up, maybe about 6 o'clock on the weekends, and I'm out there doing Uber Eats, to usually turn both apps on, to see which one I'm going to get the most, hits on for that day. But, once again, I do that on the weekends to try to make ends meet, and it's still hard. I'm a single mom and barely making it. So, years ago, I'm 52 years old. I'm not afraid to put my age out there. Because once again, it may be some other people out here, in my age, group who can relate to my story. And I think that's the thing here. Excuse me. A lot more people, just need to start being real about stuff and, put your story out there and share with somebody else who might be going through the same thing. I went to college, and yeah, I have $140,000 in student loans, and I'm barely making ends meet. Barely making ends meet. By the time I pay, I live in an apartment, and by the time I pay my rent, by the time I pay utility bills, buy groceries, because in the world that we live in, I'm not eligible to get, I don't qualify to get food stamps, because I know, it's going to be some folks out there that's going to say, well, why don't you apply for, some type of state assistance? Well, been there, done that. And, once you turn in, your pay stubs and everything, not sure, what type of, guidelines they go by, but, they, would always circle back and say, well, you make too much. Which, once again, I don't get it, but I don't understand it. But it's hard out here, and I know that I'm not the only one with a freaking bachelor's degree in accounting, and I'm still struggling from paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck. It's a like a never-ending cycle. And it's just sad that, I say this to say that, it's just really sad that, the era that, my generation grew up in is that, you know, um, when you graduate from high school, go to college, this is what was instilled, in my age group, the era, my generation. Go to school, graduate from high school, and go to college. Either get a job or go to college. We were taught college is the way. If you go to college and you get a 4-year degree, you're going to be set for life. That's not necessarily the case, and I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. That wasn't the case for me, because what happened to me was, yes, I did go to college. I went to, college for 4 years and got a bachelor's degree. And then on top of the bachelor's degree, I went back to college and I got a master's degree, okay? So, we come from an era where they instilled in us college, college, college. But at the same time, no one was telling us, the Gen Xers, that, while you're doing all of these years in college, what's happening is you're coming out with a lot of debt. So what sense does it make to go and put all of these years in, and at the same time you come out and you have a ton of debt piled up on you? Make that make sense?